What's up guys, we are back again for another episode, and today I just celebrated my 38 years old birthday. I'm getting old. I'm actually almost at my 40. But
Is it today?
No, not today, but
Not yet.
no, I already passed like a few days ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
God damn.
Anyway,
Birthday.
huh?
Happy birthday, man.
Thanks you. Anyway, I'm almost at my 40 years old, and one of the positions that I've been actively doing for the past 1 year plus or more is Berimbolo. And when they say that Berimbolo is not meant for someone that's old, I don't really think that that is actually very valid. Anyway, Berimbolo for people that's older. They say that it's not possible. I can say that it's a position that is possible as long as you know how to protect your neck and you know how to work the position well. Okay, so we're gonna start. One of the few things that we're gonna talk about in Berimbolo position is how do I want to protect my neck in order for me to not hurt my neck, especially when you're older. Okay, so one of the few things is, example, as we learn on how do we want to invert in Berimbolo, the most important part is how do I want to control the person in order for me to also not allow the person to move out when I go for the inversion. So in this position, assuming if my leg is not tight, my control is not tight from here, as I try to invert, when I invert and Omar try to shrimp in this position or try to turn your back, this is where I'm going to lose position. Okay, this is one of the issue with this. Second part is also on the myth of everyone saying that, oh, Berimbolo is about inverting in the neck, inverting using your neck. It's not really true if you know how to do it right, because now assuming in this position, when I try to invert, I'm not going up to my neck, but I'm going from my shoulder to shoulder. Okay, so when I'm inverting in this position, so now I'm going to fall to my shoulder. As I try to go, I'm moving to another shoulder of mine instead of me moving here, which is going to hurt your neck. So again, one more time in this position. Whenever you try to invert in Berimbolo position, remember, you're not inverting using your neck, but you're moving from one shoulder to another shoulder. So now as I try to enter, one shoulder, another shoulder. Okay? And next thing is also on my leg position. First thing first, I have to turn his knee on the inside. If I don't do that, when I try to invert, when he turns his hips, I'm going to lose the position. Second thing, I have to overlap my leg on top of his leg from here, and now I can invert. And now in this position, Omar most probably he's not going to able to turn his leg anymore. Omar can try. It's not going to be that easy anymore. And one more thing aside from all these little things that I'm sharing with you, also one important thing is how do I make sure that my leg is tight. Because if I don't put my leg tight as I try to invert, even though I have everything in, whenever I move, if my leg is not tight, I may not able to finish the position well because my control is not tight. Okay? So few notes to take on from here. Moving from shoulder to shoulder, turning your opponent's leg inside, making sure that my leg is tight from here. And this is where we are able to get into a tight Berimbolo from here. So now I'm going to try. I'm here. So that's on the part on how do we want to enter to Berimbolo. And now we're going to address on the different finish of Berimbolo position from here. So now we're going to enter to the basic Berimbolo position from here. So now, as I try to enter from here, Omar is just going to give me one reaction, which is the common one whenever I try to enter. And now he's going to stay on his hand from here. And again, like I mentioned earlier on, make sure that my leg is tight. If my leg is not tight, most probably I won't have this grip. And now from here, I can't really finish this position from here just because now, in order for me to bring him over and take his back, I have to stay super close to him. And how do I want to do that is, I'm going to get the back hand to control the back of his hips. I'm going to try to reach to the leg and bring my chest to his butt. Whenever I'm here, now all I have to do is cut this leg, bring this leg to my knee, bring this leg over, and now I push. And I get my standard Berimbolo position. Okay, so one more time. I'm gonna talk less, but I'm gonna I'm gonna talk less, but I'm gonna try to do. A next common scenario is also on assuming I'm going against someone that knows that I'm gonna go for Berimbolo, but I'm in that position. So now, as I try to enter, Omar is gonna stay very, very strong and plant his feet on the ground because he sees danger coming from here. Okay, so now I'm going to try to invert, shoulder to shoulder. As I'm in this position now, Omar going to stay super tight in this position. So I try to bring my chest into him. Now, try to bring him up. It's very strong. So instead from here, what I can try to do is I'm going to bring his leg up and plant it on this leg. All I have to do is just hold him up. Finish my position. Okay, next position. So now Omar knows that if assuming he stay on his hand, I'm going to take his back. So now instead of Omar trying to stay on his hand, he's going to try to put himself on his back. So now from here, as I try to go, now he lie down in this position. Same concept, my leg have to be tight. If my leg is not tight, Omar try to move, try to stream, try to move, I lose my Berimbolo. And it's very common. Another situation, if my leg is not tight, as I try to invert, shoulder to shoulder, if my leg is not tight, all Omar have to do is just stream, push my leg in, he got my back. So it's very, very important for you guys to stay tight with your leg. Okay? So now I'm going to stay tight in my leg, try to go again. Neck to neck, legs tight. Same concept, my chest to his back. So now, if I'm not able to reach here, it's fine because now all I have to do in this position is I'm going to try to use this wedge position and I'm going to try to bring my legs down and bring his hips up to my chest. And now from here, I go for my twister hook, bring him up, got the back. Okay, so one more time in this position, shoulder to shoulder, close to the chest. Now, I'm going to try to bring his leg down and bring him up. So now once I'm here, use the hook, pull him up, and get his back. Next position, now Omar knows that whenever I'm going to go to twister hook position, he's going to try to counter in that position. So now as I try to enter, shoulder to shoulder, bring myself up, my chest close to his butt. Now I'm going to try to bring him up from here. So whenever he's in this position, if Omar stays here, I'm going to take his back. And if assume Omar knowing this case, what he's going to try to do, he's going to try to stream and bring his leg down here. Few ways for me to recover in this position. If assuming I'm still having this wedge position from here, all I have to do is just stamp my foot down to the floor, switch my hips, I can still bring him up. Okay, that's ideal. So now assuming now I'm in this position where I don't have the wedge anymore and keep shrimping in here, so all I have to do is just transition here and go for the leg drag position. Okay, do a trap, bring this up, I have the leg drag position. So there's another counter that Omar might able to use in this position whenever I go for Berimbolo. So now as I try to enter, remember guys, I emphasize this a lot, shoulder to shoulder, not neck. So as I try to enter shoulder to shoulder, now I bring myself in. Now Omar knows that if assuming in this position, I try to go for the big position and he doesn't want that. And he's going to try to bring his hips here. Whenever he does this, all I have to do is just bring my shoulder back into this position. Now from here, I can clear the hands, I can finish my gut pass from here. But if you want to do something fancy, if Omar tries to push me, I can always push him back. It depends on my leg position. If assuming now this is where I go, I can just continue to do that. Now, enter to my twister hook position, bring him up and finish. Or there's also another option from here, shoulder to shoulder. Now, whenever he's coming up from here, I cover this up. If I can switch into this hook. Now all I have to do is once I start to invert, I have his back. Okay, so now we're going to try to enter the position from the Lahiva and how we're going to use the same Berimbolo position from here. So there's two important things from here that I want to share with you guys from here. So now, assuming now, when I'm here, I try to bring him up, as he tries to come back. So whenever he pulls from here, this is where I can also start to invert, enter, push, I go for the finish. Now assuming Omar knows that whenever he falls towards this direction, I'm going to go for Berimbolo. So now whenever I try to bring him over from here, as I try to enter, now he's going to stay strong from here. And it's very hard for me to finish from here, so instead of me trying to bring him, which I'm not able to now, I'm going to use my leg, I'm going to kick. Okay? So that as he falls, I'm going to go for shoulder to shoulder. And now depending on where he is, if I can bring him from here, I can try to finish with the standard one. Or if assume now he turns his hips, bring him up. And I finish. And guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys soon. Oos.